What's up, YouTube? We back again. A little video. Today you guys probably heard about the lt2 manifold from the C8 Corvette. Well, it's a bolt-on with some modifications you can do onto a 6.2 Camaro. So here's the factory manifold. I already loosened up the bolts and pulled off the throttle body, part of the intake, because we're going to put on the lt2. Here's the lt2. I didn't get it ported. I heard it's a few horsepower. The gains of the lt2 supposedly is somewhat similar to a stock MSD manifold, but from GPI, you can get it with the modifications they did, like moving the air booster or brake booster back here, giving you a harness for the map extension. I have it in here somewhere. GPI harness, lt2 manifold. So we're gonna see, because MSD, I had it before on my old Camaro SS 1LE. It was good, it had gains, but I had to deal with, I think it was leaking sometimes. I had to keep on tightening it up, like along the seams on the top and then down on the head. So gonna try out this lt2. It's the first step in my mod, well, second step now, because Rotofab. lt2 is the second. And then third is in this box, but you gotta stay tuned. All right, let's get this off and get the lt2 on. All right, so real simple. lt1 is off. Basically, you're gonna use a 10mm on those bolts. Take off your throttle body. Pull out the brake booster and the line in the back, which is basically maybe the hardest part because reaching in, but it doesn't take that much time. Push in on the tab with the screwdriver. While you're pushing in like this with some pressure, pull out the brake booster line. And but all this, man, it took me like 15 minutes so far just to do this. It's not that hard, and I've done it a lot on the MSD when I had it before. But we're gonna get this lt2 on. I guess I'll show you swapping over some parts. right, next thing. I already did the gasket on the throttle body mount, but you're gonna need to take off or buy some new ones. But my car has 2,000 miles or so. So these gaskets at the bottom transferred over to the LT2. All right, so I got the gaskets transferred over out of this one, but you're also gonna need your bolts here to tie it down to the head. So just get something, because they're loose, but they don't fall out. But just get a, a screwdriver. Like I had one from my old one, so stick it in there, knock it out. All right, got those bolts knocked out. Like I said, it just real light tap, it'll knock out of the old one. We're gonna put them in here on the new one when we try to set it down here. This covers the fuel pump cover for the high side, but you can't reuse it. You can trim it. I don't think I'm gonna trim it, but I might, I don't know. But it won't fit the cover and this together unless you trim this, but we're just gonna take it out. And then here's the LT2. Gaskets in the bottom, gasket on throttle body. See, GPI, they shave this also to fit, because just buying one from the dealership, trying to slap it on is not gonna work. You gotta shave it down in the back to fit. You need the brake booster line in the back. You're gonna need that extension so you can do your rep math. But yeah, it's a lot taller than the LT2 versus the LT1. So LT2, LT1. I didn't get it ported, like I said, it's a few horses, but here you can see it's taller than the LT2. I'm sorry, than the LT1. LT2 is taller than the LT1. See how narrow that is? Here, it's a little thicker. All right, there's the LT2. Partially on. I gotta do the harness that you pay for with GPI, they provide. Basically, should go in here. And then match up over here. If I can get it with one hand, let's see. But you get the picture. I don't think I can get it with a one hand snap, but I'll get that in a second. Now the only thing, all right, so the factory, see on the LT1, comes factory blow by, comes here, it's on the side. The LT2 sticks straight up. This sticking straight up, it's not gonna reach the factory. So I need to find a hose. GPI doesn't provide one that I know of. Let me look through the box a little bit more, but I have to figure something out on this one. All right, here we go. We all buttoned up. LT2 on. Looking good here. Looking good here. Like I said, the only thing, the factory breather, I need to get, see if I have some pipe still, because this is not gonna cut it. The factory is too short. The LT2 goes up. I don't think GPI provided that, which would have been a good thing, but I'll have to double check in the box, but that's kind of a bad part on their part. And then the main thing though, this side connected tight. This side, look, this side, it's not snapping in tightly. It should be okay, but you know, I want it to snap in. I don't want it to, it shouldn't work itself loose because it's in there good, but if you just pull on it without unhooking the clamp, it comes off. So a little chintzy on that, but other than that, it looks good. Once I get the stuff together, we'll do a little drive review at another time, man. All right, but that's the lt2 intake from them GPI boys.